In the eastern lands near the great river Niger stood the prosperous kingdom of Udoka, a land kissed by the fertile soil and blessed with abundance. The barns were never empty, palm oil flowed like liquid gold, yams grew large and proud from the earth as though the ancestors themselves had planted them. The people would often say, "When the land is rich, the king need no fear." But they were wrong because wealth does not prevent storms, it only makes the fall heavier. The throne of Udoka belonged to Igwe Obina Ezani, the second son of the late Igwe. His elder brother, Prince Chidebere, had been trained from childhood in diplomacy, warfare, and statecraft. He was bold, charismatic, a lion among men, but fate had ambushed him during a peace mission to a neighboring kingdom. His blood had stained foreign soil before his destiny could bloom. And so, the crown turned to Obina. But Obina was not forged for power. He preferred scrolls to swords, silence to politics, solitude to gatherings. While Chidebere learned alliances, Obina learned philosophy. On the day of the coronation, the elders placed the red cap upon his head and handed him the staff of authority. The drums thundered, the women shared in excitement, the kingdom celebrated. But beneath the crown, Obina's heart mourned. He whispered to himself, "This was never my part." Where his father once ruled with unity, cracks now formed. Chief Okoro, the eldest chief, doubted him. "A gentle stream cannot carry a canoe," he would mutter. Chief Madike, the youngest, saw something else, opportunity. Madike smiled in council meeting, but his loyalty was as thin as morning mist. Secretly, he met with traders beyond the kingdom walls, selling Udoka's palm oil and harvest without remitting tributes to the treasury. Levies increased, markets suffered, whispers grew. Whenever the king entered the council chambers, conversation died like candles in the wind. The crown grew heavier. There was also Queen Amara. She had once been promised to Prince Chidebere to seal peace between kingdoms. Intelligent, sharp-tongued, fierce-minded. When tradition demanded she marry Obina, her heart resisted. It felt like betrayal, yet she obeyed. Months passed in quiet distance. Obina carried silence like armor. Amara watched. One evening, she found him alone in the courtyard, staring at the moon. "Share your thoughts with me," she said softly. "You don't have to bear it alone." Obina sighed. A king always carries it alone. But Amara disagreed, and she acted. Amara turned her maids into silent observers. Palace walls, half ear, and she listening through them. Soon, truth surfaced. Chief Madike had been siphoning the kingdom's wealth. The treasury numbers did not match the harvest, but there was no proof. When she told Obina, something changed in him. For the first time since his coronation, his eyes burned not with sorrow, but purpose. He sent spies. They infiltrated Madike's operation, and they found everything. During the Grand New Yam festivals, drums echoed across Udoka. The king arose unexpectedly. He spoke of economic hardship, of shortages, of betrayal. Then he named Madike. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Madike denied it until the disguised spies stepped forward. Silence fell. Judgment was swift. Madike was stripped of title and banished beyond the kingdom borders. For the first time, the people saw steel beneath Obina's calm. The gentle priest had spoken like a king. Peace was short-lived. The external traders who had partnered with Madike felt cheated. He had promised them influence, perhaps even the throne. Anger turned to conspiracy. War was declared. Udoka was not prepared, but something had awakened in Obina. He mounted his horns and rode to the battlefield himself. No longer the fragile scholar, but a lion defending his pride. The clash was brutal. Spears tore flesh. Arrows darkened the sky. The fertile soil drank blood. Homes burned. Mothers wept. But Udoka stood. They won. After the war, Obinna stood alone among the ruins. He removed his crown. He stared at it not as a symbol of glory, but of cost. He touched his head and sighed. Leadership was not feasting and praise. It was sacrifice, isolation, choosing the kingdom over personal peace. He finally understood. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, but stronger grows the soul that chooses to bear it. Behind him, Queen Amara stood quietly. This time, he did not stand alone. He turned to her, and for the first time, he shared his burden. Udoka rebuilt, the levies were corrected, the council restructured. Chief Okoro bowed with renewed respect, and the people no longer saw a reluctant prince, but a king forged by fire. Because sometimes the crown does not choose the willing, it chooses the worthy.